We're live. Oh my god.
We're live. Welcome aboard, everyone.
I have tears in my eyes already. Oh man, that was.
Joe could barely handle the pre-show. Hey, everybody! It's the Mid-Geek Crisis. It is Tuesday, October
And
something.
if you're here, you're. I don't know why you're here. You should be watching AOC play Among Us on.
Is that what they're doing right
channel.
now?
Yeah.
Why don't we just stream it and talk about
I
it?
know, right? Like we should just like.
Twitch Inception here.
Twitch Inception. No, she's running a kind of like a, to, be hip and cool, and at the same time like.
I look forward to the trolls joining the chat.
Oh,
and
I can.
Everybody's good time.
They're gonna have mad moderators on that Twitch feed.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
All right, let's kick this off.
All right, let's
Mid-Geek Crisis, everyone.
Let's get to tubing.
No, come on.
I don't usually we don't bring in like real people news. We talk about gaming and stuff, but this piece was just this kind of is kind of a 2020 story as a whole. Like this whole we're all working from home. Apparently, you just gotta you gotta get in a little stress relief in the middle of the day.
Like the world could not have invented a better euphemism for election simulation than someone deciding midway through to rub one out. Like it makes no sense.
Oh my god!
Nintendo, welcome aboard, Rolls.
For those that are not in the know, Jeffrey Toobin, what is he? Isn't he an editor for the New Yorker?
Yeah, I think he's a writer or staff writer for the New Yorker. He also does CNN as a legal consultant.
He's a lawyer, blogger, author.
25 years with the New Yorker, yeah.
Yeah, legal analyst for CNN. So apparently they were doing a election simulation on we're starting with Tubin for sure. It's a news article. It just came to us.
I just couldn't stop reading it. There's like this weird like that car wreck feeling where you got to turn, that sort of rubbernecking where you're like, what the heck happened there?
Honestly, I never. So the story goes there was an election simulation over Zoom or whatever, and so
a lot of questions there.
Yeah, so in the middle of it, I guess they took a break or whatever, and he decided to.
They went to breakout rooms.
They went to breakout rooms,
and he went to his own.
He opened up another a Zoom call, but he didn't end the one he was in.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't close it. He didn't disconnect his camera. He didn't turn off anything. He just figured, if I don't have that window open again. My older viewers, my older fans.
He thought he got kicked out because everyone had left the rooms.
Right.
So then when they all came back, it was still open with him in it. It doesn't. and thus the only way you can improve them, Courtney, is to you know what? No.
So in the meantime, he opened up another Zoom call with someone. First off, who was the person he was Zooming with?
I mean, does it matter? It doesn't matter.
And
we all know the star of the show.
We knew. So he proceeds to then tilt his camera towards his crotch and proceeds to
get it done.
Take a midday walkabout.
Or as I like to call it, tubing.
A tubing. So he has been suspended from CNN. He has been put on leave for the New Yorker. Mm-hmm. He's just talk about, jobs come and go, and
Yeah, so like
Kit Kat break.
I would hope that in my I don't know if like people didn't notice. Like I just like text a brother. Like let him know. I don't know.
So the wife and me were talking about that. We were just like, did no one call him or text him? No. I would imagine he had his phone there and he was like, just gotta finish. Just like, don't worry, I'm just in the middle of this. I'm not gonna take a phone call right now. Like, who cares? I can only imagine him like. So I wanted to be the fly on the wall, be like.
Nobody on that call wanted to be the fly. Like, people were literally the fly on the wall, Joe.
So they were like, so he's like him adjusting the camera to come back into the chat. Hey guys, I'm back, and everyone's just like,
not for long. Not for long. Yeah, well, they went out with the call as if normal because they're professionals, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they wrapped it all up, and I guess that, folks went in and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you got to read the Vice article. The source article for it is, yeah. Like, folks were like, well, that happened, but we still have to finish this election simulation, whatever that is. We have to finish that. I didn't show up today to talk about Tubin. We're talking about the simulation, right? So, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was a simulation, all right.
Do you live at work or do you work at home? No one knows anymore, right? It's a problem.
Right.
I mean, my big question to you, right, was: do you use your work machine for that stuff? Like, what? Do you not partition your life? Like,
and IT professionals, I'm on your side. The bring your own device, just don't do it. Like, that was probably his own device. Like.
Oh, so it
was probably his own personal device he was using. Like, a lot of workplaces don't.
You can't do that. I don't know if we were just raised differently, but you don't do
so
your.
I'd like to bring up some wonderful advice by Lifehacker, who has put up a wonderful article, "How Not to Masturbate During a Zoom Call." It's a classy article for sure. But
literally just don't do it. Is that the I think all of us can assume we were raised differently than Mr. Tubin. That's right. Pergamy, thanks for jumping on.
Oh man, this is definitely not our usual foray, but this was too perfect not to comment on.
That everyone should definitely bone up on Zoom etiquette and education. Make sure your thing is turned off. My camera lights up. Does everyone else's camera not light up? You know when your camera's on. You know when your mic's on. There's indicators everywhere. Pay attention. Don't be focused on the goal. I guess in the middle. Like, I don't know. Poor Jeffrey Tubin. He is all of us and none of us, right? Figure it out, Jeff.
Yeah, totally. That kind of sets the tone for
Does it?
Yeah.
We're gonna go into some breakout rooms, everyone. And, no.
So speaking of beating a dead horse.
Oh Jesus! All right, go for it. Hey. And they brought back Warwick Davis. What a show!
Yeah. So, George Lucas.
When was the last time you watched Willow?
Oh man, I don't know if it lives up. I saw it a few years ago, and it's okay.
I got about halfway through. I forgot how slow movies from that time period are. Willow is the best. All right, Pergamine. All right. Yeah. I'm excited for yet more of my childhood to be mined for new content.
Right.
That's what I'm excited for. Val Kilmer, is he coming back? Because he's due for a comeback. Come on, he's due for a comeback. Let's be nice to Val Kilmer. He's only a little bit wild.
A little bit, yeah. Since this is a gaming channel and we talk about Willow, I'd like to point out that there was a Willow video game.
It was awesome. Did you play it?
Yeah.
I remember enjoying it so much more than the movie.
This was an arcade done by Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
And it is actually a really good game.
It is a loud, joyous game. There we go. Thank you, Joe. Killing
There
everyone.
you go.
Legend greater than Willow. I mean, yeah, in a certain demographic, Courtney, in a certain demographic for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean to be fair, it is pre fixed teeth Tom Cruise, in that
Is it authentic Tom Cruise? Is
it's
that what you're
authentic
gonna
Tom
go?
Cruise. It's before the.
This
It's
picture
before
is
the
everything to me, though, with the dude running with the baby and the
Mhm.
queen behind.
It's an arcade game with like little RPG elements. It's actually like a really fun little game.
Look at the little beards. I love this. And is that supposed to be Willow?
Yeah, I think so.
Handsome redhead. Awesome. I remember all this. Solid game. There was also like a Nintendo role playing game though, like
Mhm.
similar to oh gosh, like a Zelda-esque type game from way back when, right?
Yep. There was a few video games, but this is definitely my favorite. It was like it was a good arcade game. Like I remember seeing it in the arcade, and I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute! This is Will like the movie?" But yep.
And the weird dog, like Willow, like the movie. The yeah, underappreciated movie in its time. Although loved, beloved, a lot of hilarious scenes. It's slow though. It's slow. It takes a long time to get where it's going.
Yeah, but it's also, and because of that, it's one of those movies that like, um, it takes too long to get there. And when it gets there, it's too fast. Like the ending is just like, oh, here
Yeah.
it is, done, and then
Yeah.
like,
Okay, there we go. That was enjoyable. But a lot of movies from that era was, except for like RoboCop, which was not like that.
the witch in that movie's good. Yeah, yes. Oh man, that's a yeah. Wow.
Bringing up traumas from
I'm trying to
Pergamum.
bring up trauma. Another bit of news that I don't know if anyone's again. It was a slow news week. I think everyone is kind of like the lull is happening. You know, we had
Slow news week. Mario Kart dropped. Did you pick up your Mario Karts?
So I did, and today in the mail I got my second one, which I got my
Oh, very nice.
my Luigi's.
That is awesome. So you see that box right there behind me?
Yep.
This one right there?
Yep.
That's got all the goods in there.
Nice.
I haven't opened it yet because it's supposed to be for Christmas and it's totally...
Now again, and I will remind you before that, please be sure to be the good geek dad and open that Switch and charge it before the holiday opening, and then that way you're not trying to download updates and whatnot, because you're gonna have to download the game. Remember, it doesn't.
Oh, I've already downloaded on my other Switch. I just haven't downloaded on this one.
Right.
Switch in there too. Yeah, you're right. That's a good call. I mean, probably I'll set this all up in like 3 weeks. I don't know if I can resist all the way to Christmas. The Reddit, there's already beautiful tracks on the Reddit thread that's
Did you
giving
see
me all
that? I should pull that up. That was a lot of inspiration. It's been.
So if folks don't know, this is a Mario Kart where you actually have like a little car. You can build a track in your house, and this car you can drive around the track, and you can see it in sort of augmented reality on your Switch or your TV screen, which is what you're controlling it. So you could play Mario Kart in real life. It triggers all the nostalgic buttons for me because it's like I have fond memories of building giant tracks with my little Hot Wheels. You push the button and it runs on this little copper track with electricity sparking everywhere. Solid system. Ton of fun. And it looks fantastic. Yeah, here it is. I mean, that is ridiculously fun looking. A lot of videos of people get their cats running out of the way or their cats attacking the cars, which cracks me up.
I've got one too. I've got one of my dog just running. I'm going back and forth on it. It's because the dog is like right dead onto the camera. So
yeah, but how could you not resist, right? You're going to drive the camera up towards animals and kids and whatever you can, right?
What's nice is what's nice and maybe not so nice. Like it's a little bit of both, right? The cart does move fast when you play in 100cc, but the base like 50cc mode, it's very slow. Like the car is moving very slow, but when you actually playing in the game, it doesn't feel that slow.
Oh, right, because it makes the track look longer, right? It makes it feel like
it's just the way the camera looks, the speed motion in the game.
Oh, that's so much better though. That's what you want, right?
So that way you could take tight turns, but you're not really going that fast. It's just like, you know, it's like.
But it feels fast in the game, right? That's what it's all about. Small tracks.
I will say that I have been having a little trouble with my Switch in the game. The wife's not so much. I have a launch Switch, and I don't know if it's got a smaller antenna in it or what, but I don't get the range. I'm able to go into the kitchen and back out with the Switch Lite, but my Switch, if I can even go around the corner, it cuts off completely. At the top, you'll
So
notice
you
at
got to
the
follow
top.
your car around the house. You got to follow the
Yeah,
car.
yeah, which is not ideal. So I'm gonna play around with it, try to see if I can get some maybe
Sounds
find
like
a
a
way.
reason to buy another Switch, man. That's what it's all about. I mean, I have two. What I have two this year edition Switches.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's great. We have the Mario set up, but we haven't played the Luigi one, obviously.
I'm just gonna mash up. It's gonna be Mario Kart driving through my Dungeons and Dragons stuff, driving under Legos. You can really go nuts with these tracks. I'm sure folks have already started, and it's all fun and games till Nintendo gets slapped with countless banana peel lawsuits.
Yep. I can't wait. Although, I am enjoying all of the fun like creativity. People are
Overlaps and tracks, sure.
people are making their own like tracks. Here's someone that made made their own track. I mean, this looks awesome. But also when you look at it, I realize what it is. It's
It's a little RC track, right?
well, no, this is this looks like it's uh, uh, like
Two words sounds like.
sounds like I'm trying to think of it. It's the playpen, the playroom flooring. I think it was.
Oh,
cut.
like
That's what it
a
looks
little-
like
it's
to
a
me.
mat. No. I mean, yeah, but the railings on it says to me that it's an RC track.
Yeah, so I don't know where they got that.
I think
from,
I think it's from like actual remote control cars, like a
Okay.
truck. Yeah,
well, that's pretty cool, and I wanna play that. I wanna play it.
it's pretty sweet. The turns look a little tight, but it's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. A lot of cool
Shit.
tracks. Look, there's already a Reddit. Go have fun on the Reddit watching people. There's someone trying to recreate the. Oh my gosh, they got like hanging.
Yeah, it looks neat. Like people are making their own
Wait.
tracks.
And they got little cars, and they're that looks pretty cool.
Yep.
I was just thinking to myself that it would be neat if you put like LED lights and then turn off. Like, how is it in the dark if you put down?
Oh, it should work
Nice.
just fine. I'm sure the camera probably isn't the greatest quality, but you put enough light in there, you'll get some fun.
Because then you can recreate the rainbow track with lights and things like that if you set them up correctly and things like that, like lighted panels. Like, I'm already engineering tracks for this. This is how excited I am for this.
Yeah,
and
my kid's had a blast with it for a little bit.
My daughter keeps asking about it, so she's going to be either really disappointed it doesn't show up in the next 3 months and super excited at Christmas, right?
I mean, it's Nintendo's been very good about the toys to life genre. They really doubled down with it. I mean, they did the Nintendo Labo kit, which I don't know if you've tried or looked at.
I mean, that's the cardboard, right? The cardboard box.
Yeah, which I think is pretty cool because it allows you to kind of craft, and then you can put pieces
Craft
of,
in the program, yeah.
craft and then like game program, and then have some fun, like build a piano or build a robot or build a fishing or little remote control car
I didn't
simulator.
even think about the fishing one. That might be, yeah.
Yeah, there's all sorts of fun little ones that you could like, and it uses all of the accelerometers and whatnot in the Joy-Cons to do that. So again, the same tech. They decided to go, hey, let's do this, and they built all these tracks. Nintendo did release some PDFs of the AR, the arrows and whatnot. So in the box comes 2 arrows and then 4 gates. But if you want to make more gates, all it's reading is that graphic. So they gave you the PDFs so that you can print out.
Oh, so it's easy to just make like larger tracks.
Well, because they're also cardboard, so they're gonna
kids
get
are going
tore
to
up.
destroy them. Yeah.
So then it's nice that Nintendo was like, hey, you
That's
can
pretty sweet.
print out more of these.
I'm just waiting for more cars. I can't believe they only released two cars out.
I mean, the manufacturing and the price and all that alone is to have 2 SKUs out there. What's going to happen is they'll release those 2, and then they'll drop Luigi off and keep Mario as kind of the base one. There were way more Marios than Luigis. On day 1, I was able to order Mario, but I had to wait till middle of the week to get a Luigi.
So yeah, that's going to be mods, but then it wouldn't translate to the actual image. Right? So
Although I wouldn't be.
There's no price too great for Waluigi. Hey, thanks for jumping on, Vagabond Dog.
Yeah, Vagabond. You know what I would like is for them to just release an empty cart, like a cart that's with, maybe color skins, maybe like plastic clip-on with pink or green or blue or orange or whatever, and then like the character that is Mario can be popped out, and you could pop in another one.
Well, how would they translate that to game though, because you can see.
So it would be so the character. I mean, again, this is me thinking future product, but it would be the whole cart would have like an NFC reader on it. So the amiibo would be, you drop the amiibo in the spot for the driver, and the as soon as it touches the base, all of a sudden Waluigi shows up.
It's like that game with the spaceships,
right?
They do the spaceships one. I forget the name of it now. Starlink.
I have Starlink.
Starlink.
I have it right up there.
Yeah. And then what's the battery life? You've been playing with it for a while. How's it looking for those?
So you get about 2 hours and change, 50 cc. It drops 15 to 20 minutes every speed you go up. So if you play at full blast, you're only going to get about 45 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, but like 2 hours of 50 cc is perfect from like between school to dinner time, right? Just fill that time up. Yep. And then you can't complain about them playing video games because they're building tracks all day long, right?
Right. So that's the creativity of it. Although it depends on how much your anxiety gets, because my kiddos were like, oh, and they just emptied out their room into my living room, and it was like, oh wait, no, who's gonna clean all this up because you're gonna be so tired? And so it took a day and a half to clean up the living room, but
Why wouldn't they just play in their room?
We've got carpet in their room. Like the boys have carpet in the room, but in the living room we've got floor, and so that's one thing. The rubber on the wheels are very it's a very very squidgy rubber. Like it's not thick. It doesn't have too much grip. So if you have to go through bigger pile carpet, it won't go as fast. So floor or low rugs will work.
Got it. That's awesome. I'm excited to set it all up.
Yep.
So that took the I guess the Nintendo community by storm, right? They were excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, it came out of nowhere. I like it when things like that happen, where Nintendo kind of just still has the ability to surprise you with something that no one thought of, no one asked for, but then you get it and you're like, wow, this is amazing.
This is genius.
And Nintendo has that effect. I mean, that's kind of how the Switch was, right? Like no one knew what the Switch is going to be like, and then it launched, and they're like, wait a minute, it's a tablet, and it's got removable controllers, but then you can dock it, and it's a home system. Like what? Who thought of that? Like, geez.
And once you reach enough of a market saturation where you have enough of a population with Switches, that cost to like play with those cars together doesn't become as obscene, right? It's just at the right price point. If I had friends,
I was watching a video. I was watching a video of someone doing a 4-player one, and I was just thinking. And in the article, they were talking about like the review and the cost. They're like, it's not cheap. And then I sat there and thought, I'm like, oh my god, if 4 people have a Switch. And a full size Switch, not like a light, so not $200, it's $300. So $300 per Switch. Mm-hmm. So that's $3, $6, $9, $12. That's $1,200 just in Switch alone, and then $400 in cars.
Yeah,
so
but I mean,
that's $1,600 in like cost for that one.
Yeah, moment. But you also need a house to play in.
No, totally. But I just think it's kind of amazing. Like, yeah. That's what things cost.
That's a good PC. That's a mediocre PC, right? That's not even the best PC out there.
Yeah, no, it's not.
And then Vagabond, that's it.
If I had friends, I feel you, bro.
All this talk about Mario Kart ARs has me thinking how awesome would it be to be 10 right now instead of in your 30s or 40s. But yeah, absolutely, Bert. I mean, it would be amazing. I'm not to say that when I was 10, I wasn't also playing race car games, right? It wasn't just up on the TV.
But I mean, I wouldn't trade it. I like the age I'm in now because I can still enjoy things like a 10-year-old. I don't have to act like a 40-year-old curmudgeon-y bastard. I could still be...
I earned this right to act like a 40-year-old curmudgeonly bastard.
Well,
You're talking about me, right?
Yeah, well, me personally, I'm like, now that I get to have income and be a 10-year-old. What? No.
Like, come on, 10-year-olds are spoiled now. My 7-year-old has her own Switch. Like,
but the only reason she has her Switch is because
Dad's and an iPad. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, you could have a
Nintendo growing up.
You could have a parent that isn't into any of that geek stuff. So a lot of that stuff is purchased because we purchase it for ourselves, aka the entire purpose of this podcast, this channel. Is that we are geeky. We do things we want to do, and we do it, and then we bring our kids in, and then they get to learn. So again, if all we did was like watch sports and drink beer,
you do that too, Joe. Don't
I do, but I still like do other things. And if that was my only outlet to like fun,
congratulations to Houston, by the way. I guess they're World Series bound. Is that what's happening now?
Bravo, sir. They get to play the New York Yankees in the World Series. Wait, no, that's not happening either.
Did I just wait? What? What is this world we're living in?
I have to say, I know the Astros were the villains for this season for sure.
They're the Patriots of the baseball.
They're the Patriots apparently of the baseball because one championship is equivalent to the Patriots. But okay, whatever.
It's not about the winning; it's about the cheating. Joe. Are you kidding me?
They all cheat. They all cheat.
They all cheat. It's almost like the Astros are missing just one thing to make the rules. That special sauce.
Special sauce. That one lid. That one can.
Oh, baseball.
No, I was rooting for him. I really wanted to stick it to everybody and go, you know what? Let's go for it. But,
this whole year's got an asterisk on it.
This whole year's got a whole asterisk on it. It does. Everyone. LA won a championship, and so now...
who cares?
Yeah. So now the Dodgers are back in the World Series, and maybe they'll now get to win in a shortened season, and a season that doesn't really matter. See, it doesn't matter now that we're not in it, but the Dodgers are, so it won't matter. No one cares. They didn't even play a full season. What does it matter?
They didn't even play. It's just asterisks all over the place.
Yeah. What the?
Oh God! Truly, what 2020 needed was this. Yes, this is exactly what 2020 needed.
Oh, good rolls! You're cutting me deep, sir.
They're all.
We're 1-5.
Like all of 2020, 1-5. Right?
Hashtag 2020, man.
1-5. There you go.
So what's going on with you?
Nothing. I finally got to the bottom and beat Undermine, and now I can get consistently to the bottom and beat Undermine over and over again. So
really?
Pretty much every run is just me getting to the bottom and lifting that summoning stone as I get there. Yep. There's this. I was.
At what point?
We had a passing conversation, Pergamene and I, about that beautiful tipping point in roguelikes where your skill at defraying the randomness gets there, and now you know when that run's going to happen, and you get that tingling feeling.
Yes.
Everything just tipped. It's so
Dead Cells gives me that.
Dead Cells gives you that feeling. It's another fantastic.
Because Dead Cells, you're hitting the wall, splat, 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 splat. Then you survive a little longer, and then you survive just a little.
You get
longer.
the right combination of items. You know how to fight all the monsters, so you take your time and you do it right.
Nothing feels sweeter than like hitting that like block and then hit and then slash and then dash back, and you just got that muscle memory. And you're just like, I'm in the zone. And
you stay up 2 o'clock in the morning, even though you know you shouldn't, because the minute you interrupt that run, you've got a problem. And now it's just a matter of working that machine to get to the bottom as fast as I can. Because there's one Chivo to lift the summoning stone 30 times, and that's the one I want to get. So.
Oh man, I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm deep into it. I'm deep into Undermine, but I'm not that far. I still haven't. Like I get like 3 dungeons in, like three floors,
levels.
three floors in, and I get to the point where, they're guarding that door, where they won't let you past it. So you've got you have to use fire to kill.
Oh, you either have to kill the guards or the monster to get past them. Yeah.
Right.
Just get good, noob.
I know, right? Just get good. So I've gotten close enough. I get like all the right weapons that like throw oil down, so that the armor guy's running through the fire constantly. Yeah. So good.
There's a Chivo for defeating all 5 bosses in one run, and last night I got 4 of them, and I died on the 5th. I was like, no. And I know, like, it's one of those skill moments where I know exactly why I died on the 5th. I should not have done what I did.
This is interesting because this style of game it's popularized because of the amount of time I guess we have as like humans. We want to play in short bursts, and so another game that I've been playing is Neon Abyss.
Sure.
That's another dungeon roguelike, gun randomly generated dungeon kind of game. And it's just like that. It's like the more you play it, as you play it, you progress and you get different weapons, and then you get better and better and better.
And you get better and better, and you learn all the creatures and the patterns and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun.
What really sucks is there's always one or 2 runs that I really enjoy. I'll get to a point where it's amazing, and then they give you a seed, like a code, so you can replay that again. The problem is the moment you do that, they say no achievements or anything unlocked in this run, and I'm like,
of course not, because you know what you get.
Yeah, but I'm just like, come on, it's still just as hard. Like,
no, it's not. You know what you're getting. the hard part is roguelikes is skill
No,
plus.
I get
random.
it. I get it. I get it. I get
It's
it.
good. I mean, again, have fun the way you want to have fun. Everybody, don't worry about the Chivos. Go and play those seeds again.
Like I said, I'm playing God of War in
You still
in
play God of
story
War?
mode. Oh yeah, I'm playing God of War. I'm gonna let the channel know on something. I pulled an upgrade string that I've been trying to pull for the full year, and I did it. I upgraded my main TV, the big TV in the living room this weekend.
What rate did you go? What was the upgrade? Isn't it already like a 65-inch 4K television?
Yes,
So what did you upgrade to?
65-inch OLED.
I don't know what an OLED is. I don't want to know. It's fine. I don't.
Sexy.
More
Sexy.
pixels, I assume, or something.
There we go. I'm getting pull them, baby.
Is it OLED or OLED?
It's. I mean, anyone. People call it whatever they want. Like it's OLED or OLED. It's organic LED or
Organic.
OLED. Yeah. They're.
They finally figured out that if they just take terms that mean nothing and apply it to other
No,
technologies.
it's actually grown. Like they're actually grown crystals. Like no joke. They're engineered. Like they
engineered. The important part about organic is that it's not engineered.
You can still grow things. Carbon-based LEDs. There we go. They're the happiest LEDs. Just a happy little LED right there.
What you know about these LEDs? Are they happy? Are they
So
let's
teach this. It's the teach cautious moment of the show. So,
my least favorite part.
My least favorite part. LEDs or LED screens or old liquid crystal TVs. It's just that it's liquid crystal like that creates the color, but there's no backlight. Like that crystal that liquid in there doesn't light up on its own. So most TVs or older LCD TVs are backlit. So even older ones used to use a cold cathode tube at the bottom edge and would light up a piece of film that would then evenly light the TV, which would give you your screen. The problem is if you ever turn off the lights or whatever, you'd notice at the bottom of the screen it's like brighter or edges.
Sure.
That's light bleed, and it's because it can't uniformly light the TV. As we got better with lighting, we started using actual LEDs, so LED TVs as they started calling them, even though they're still LCD. They started using white LEDs, strategically placed in a matrix behind the liquid crystal, which they could then be turned off and on. So when you watch a dark scene, those LEDs would know that it's a dark scene. Oh, you're trying to play black right now. Okay, hold on, and it would turn off that LED. The problem is you would still get weirdly colored. TV would not light up properly. It would get weird bleed. Organic LEDs is every single pixel actually emits its own light. So when you're watching something that's like black, like it's like the TV's turned off. So
but then that would make that Game of Thrones episode even more indecipherable.
No, because all the bright parts are overly bright. So everything that's meant to be seen can be seen. Everything that's not supposed to be seen won't be seen. So what happens is that's the first thing we did. Is the first thing we watched the last episode of the last episode of Stranger Things. The scene in the mall and whatnot, and it was it's like orgasmic because there's all that neon in the mall, but they're also in the woods and the monster. It just looked amazing. Look at the nerd go!
Explain things. Look at the nerd go! I mean, Vagabond Dog is just saying what I'm thinking in the back of my head, what I'm too nice to say. No, I think it's great that folks have LED lights they can get excited about, I guess. Yeah, so here we are talking about... Oh, yeah. There we go. Now you've been educated. There you go. Also, as I understand it, it's it's nicer, maybe? I don't know. Is it better for the environment that they're organically grown, or is it still... terrible for the environment? I'm kidding. Of course, it's still bad.
I think it's still I think there's less. They don't use the lighting. Doesn't use mercury. So
okay.
That's another one. Yeah. So I think they are.
How will my Intellivision games look on it? I'm just curious when my Intellivision arrives.
Okay. Thank you for bringing that up, sir. Good call. So we had that wonderful conversation about the Intellivision Amico, right?
Yep.
And we need to talk about this because they released a sizzle reel. We're gonna watch this, folks. Everyone, go ahead and grab your popcorn. We're gonna watch this
Well, let's not
game.
watch the whole thing. It's painful. Like,
Oh man. So,
painful.
folks, this is the $250 Amico being released sometime soon because it was
American dollars.
American dollars. It was supposed to release this month, and they decided to release an update, kind of showing, hey, it's still coming. Folks, these games are what they're going to sell you. Okay, this is the $250. You ready for this?
Ready. Let's do it. Strap on your helmets, everyone. Here's your early gameplay demos. It's just, oh, who is this for, Joe? I don't. Looking good. Looking. The lack of sound makes this terrible. Terrible.
Can you not hear the sound? Is there no
I
sound?
can't hear the sound. No, it makes it even starker. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's because they've got like super techno music, like it's vibing.
Yeah, it's exploding. Yeah, no. Thanks, Alexander. Can I get this on my Atari VCS?
I'm sure.
No, you can't because these are exclusive, Joe. These are exclusive.
Exclusive. That's right. These are exclusive. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, baby.
Yeah,
like
that is.
Ooh, this is probably the best looking one. One of the best looking ones. This one right here looks pretty okay.
Hey, it looks like a fun multiplayer game, if I'm honest with you.
Right. But at the same time, like this doesn't look like anything I didn't get on my
bear. Oh, there's a bear
on my Wii.
Yeah. Yeah.
They look like mobile games. Every single one of these.
If it was a $100 system, it'd be an interesting buy, right?
This one looks pretty good. Night Stalker.
Again, on a $100 system.
On a $100 system, or a download on any other system that's already out there.
Yeah. I wonder how many disappointed kids are gonna.
By the way, a controller costs an extra $50. So then at that point, you're at $300.
How does it? Oh, an extra $50. All right, I heard 150. Hey, look,
Yeah.
I think I played this when I was a kid. At some point.
Yeah, I'm sure these are all a lot of remakes from the old like Intel.
They just look way better. I mean, it looks really fun.
There are multiple tank-like games in this game, like a lot of the 4-player attack games.
But those were fun and simple, right? It didn't take like 40 minutes to explain a game. You didn't have to pause and figure out the move list.
No, sure, I get it.
Loop and shooting.
But this could be a minigame compilation disc or something that they could have released. I don't.
Yeah, that someone might pay $60 for, or $40 for. Let's be honest. Right? I mean,
yeah. That maybe
Silk Song will go to the television. Here's Breakout. That looks still like the exact Breakout I played as a kid.
I mean, this looks fun. It looks cool. It looks pretty.
It doesn't look. It looks like the one I played as a kid. Are you kidding me? A Missile Command, right? That's always a fun one. Strike your opponent. Oh, you have to. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I'm all for competition. I'm all for new consoles. I'm all for new concepts. I think the price point on this is very, very wrong.
Like, yeah.
Hey, thanks for jumping on. Specialization is overrated. Yeah, the price points on this is very wrong. These are all games that look fun. Multiplayer. Is that 1 player versus 3 tanks, or is it 4-player tanks all fighting each other? Again, looks fun. Oh, it is tanks. Someone mentioned this is tanks.
Yeah, battle tanks.
Alexander Owen, this is tanks. Yep.
Like, look, and again, I want to be clear here. I'm not bashing the developers. All of these games are probably developed with love.
They're all awesome games. They all look fantastic.
They all look like fun games that I would love to play on my system that I already have.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going to spend $300 on a system, $250 plus another controller, I'd rather just buy an Xbox One S.
Or buy a Switch. Or buy 3 racers for my friends who have 3 Switches, right?
Right,
yeah, so.
right. Like, I just don't understand. And their whole concept is like, oh, they're bringing couch play. I'm like, but so the other consoles can do the exact same thing.
All the other consoles.
I'm like,
I played Moving Out on the couch.
So here's Dynablaster, which
couch.
I looked at. I'm like, wait a minute, is this like a ripoff of Bomberman, or was this something?
There's been a lot of ripoffs of Bomberman.
Is Dynablaster a game that came out before, and I didn't know it? Like, was this a?
I don't know. I don't know. It looks so much like Bomberman. I can't. Maybe Bomberman ripped off Dynablaster. I don't
Rolls,
know.
I don't think. I think so. I think it's just a matter of they're all indie, right? So like I'm sure the SDK and the dev kit for this Intellivision is probably their PC at home. Like it doesn't cost them anything to develop from what they already have. So like this is cool looking. This is like an R-type looking game, but again,
Also, like if you're a developer and you know what you're doing, this could be a nice challenge trying to put a game like R-Type on this system just for the heck of it. See what happens, right? This could be a nice. Might not be that hard to develop on it.
Here's an RC Pro-Am style game like we talked about last week. I think Chris Martin mentioned that he was like, "Give me RC Pro-Am," and I'm like, "Yeah, well there you go."
I got
this right here, like this just looks like a Flash game to me.
It did look like a Flash game, and Pong, unstoppable Pong. All right, that's this poor Amico. It's such an idea.
I mean, I just these all look like older PopCap games. Like I just want to go to popcap.com and play them on my mouse.
Is PopCap still around? It's still around, right?
No, they were purchased by EA.
Oh, jeez.
Remember, it was Plants vs Zombies was a PopCap game.
That's right. That's right. That's right. A nice challenge for the AKA a good way to not make money. Okay, you're right. You're right there.
And you can say that because you're a developer. I'm not.
Yeah, you can say that. Come on, you're right. I mean, I'm all like people love working for free, and no, we don't. So
yeah,
you're totally right.
Yeah,
yeah. I can't. I mean, this is
I would hate to be the developer that is probably still putting in hours into some of these games, and realize that the install base is going to be like a total of like maybe 500 people.
No, it'd be more than that. I mean,
you have to look at it like average. Like if they sold 10,000 of these, how many are going to buy your game versus all the? If this is showing a big old barrage of games, unless all these come prepackaged with the $250 system.
Is this Yahtzee? Is that what I'm looking at here?
Yes.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
No, we got to get to the Evil Knievel game.
I can actually play spades. I can play spades in real life if all my friends are over to play. And that's maybe what they did, right? You got to judge how fat a bag of money you need, right? Maybe that's what they did. They dropped off $5,000 at a developer's place or $10,000 at a developer's place. Maybe they just had interns pumping out games all day long. Liar's dice, seriously? I turned this off about halfway through, Joe.
Oh no, I watched the whole thing. I had to feed. I had to be like, what is this for? I sat here with like pen and paper and like math formulas flying over my head, like figuring out who is this for?
Who is this for? I imagine people surfing to their Twitch channels being like, what are these two people doing? What is this? It looks like a Twitch game. Right, that's these particular party games look like very simple.
Yeah, like totally like a lot of the games that get put up on Twitch. Sure.
Yep. Or Alia too. There you go, Vagabond. Yep.
This right here, this game right here looks like a freaking just like clip art game.
What was that? That was just a quiz game, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh look. Yep, we've played.
All of these are like ports from abcmouse.com. Like they're just like clickable games.
I was going to say pbs.com, but yes.
pbs.com games. They're just
Sesame Street Killer.
Care Bears, baby.
It's like console exclusive, everybody. You heard it here first. It's like God of War, except it's on the Amico. It's Sesame Street Killer.
Look at that Rainbow Road on that Mario
Care
Kart.
Bears.
I mean, that is legitimately Flash. Like.
Well, you're not going to spend a lot of time, as you know. This
game right here.
This is the game. Oh, nice. In a world of trials, you're going to put out Evil Knievel?
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, we've got this game already.
Yeah, and it looks way better and doesn't use a property that most kids have no idea.
No idea who it is. But you know what? But this answered the question. Who is this for? The people that remember Evil Knievel.
That's true. What is that? What is this gameplay I'm looking at here? Wow. Look at those physics.
This is legitimately a Flash game. Like, I remember playing those, like,
My dad would absolutely. Well, then, Merry Christmas, right? That's Happy Holidays.
And there you
right?
go. Now you know what to get
The
them.
gift of the season is the Amico for our dads and grandpas.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but look, here's an MLB game, which looks like this is the one game that I'm like, oh yeah, look, a fun little overhead sports game.
Yeah, RBI baseball.
Look at the crowd.
That's Nintendo crowd, right?
It's realistic 2020 crowd.
Yeah, no, spot on 2020 crowd. Oh, that's so mean. Oh, why are you going to make me depressed now? It's the realistic 2020. Look, Alexander made the same joke. It's like the real crowd. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I had to show everyone. Everyone had to see that because I'm like, they have been working on this for 2.5 years now, 3+ years. As developers, and that's.
At some point you got to put something out, right? Making a console is not easy. Like in your head, you're like, I can make a console.
No, totally.
It's not. Something you
I get it.
And something you compete with, and then you got to find people willing to design for it. And shovel the shovelware out there to get the system out as quickly as possible, right? The Aya suffered from this too. It was an interesting concept, but it was $99 and $30 a controller, right? It was the right price point for someone like me who wanted to, not that I'm rich-ish, but someone like me who wanted a small system to bully their kids into liking it, right? And that's exactly what the Aya was.
We're going to play Battle Tanks. Dad, I don't want to play Battle Tanks.
Exactly.
Dad, I have this game on my iPad.
Tell your 10,000 followers we're going to play Battle Tanks, right? Like, just really bully the kid.
If we got 300 followers, I'd buy a Miko with my own money right now.
Jesus Christ. I would not. I would be like, Joe, why are you playing this? What is this?
Shut up! I need it. Speaking of bringing that money.
Real talk, Vagabond. Yeah, we can buy some followers. Is that
real talk, Vagabond?
I was going to do the numbers in my head because I was like, how do I make Joe waste money on an Amico? That's what I was thinking. What would be my investment? $50 for 300 followers? What's the ratio?
What's the ratio? How do we buy these followers? So speaking of being broke and spending money, I'm a comic guy, as we've all seen before, and I would like to just point out that finally the storyline that I have been waiting DC for them to do for the longest time.
Oh my gosh! What? What? He's broke now? Is that what's happening?
He's broke. They legitimately. I would like to point out that.
Cash flow issues?
Yeah. So the government caught up to him and saw that he had all these shell companies that he was funneling money into, which was funding Batman. Like that's how they've always wrote it, that he has all these shell corporations, that's where he funds, that's how he keeps the Batman machine flowing. So that's exactly what happens. It comes down to two things: government oversight and corporate PR strategy. In the process of stealing all his money, the Joker revealed to the world that Bruce Wayne had been squirreling away tons and tons of Wayne Enterprises moolah in dummy corporations and offshore accounts because he was reserving it for strategic Batman purposes. To use a technical term, that looked mega shady.
So now it's comic books and fantasy because he's a rich person that's actually being punished for this. Is that?
Well, no. So he didn't get punished. So that exactly what happened. Attracted the eyeballs of financial regulators. I could give the money back to you. So Lucius took a bunch of the money, like he took the company, like the billions, but he's like, I can give it back to you, but I can't. So now you're being watched. So basically now I think the next major storyline is we're gonna get a broke Batman, a Batman that his one superpower, money, has been taken away.
He's also the world's greatest detective.
Yeah, we get to finally see him detect. Deregulate Batman, you cowards. That's exactly it.
Oh, I'm so sad that a fascist vigilante was robbed of his fortune. Oh, did Bruce Wayne pay more or less than $750 in taxes?
$750 in taxes. Probably less.
No, but he will be doing Lyfts and Ubers to make a little bit of side money to support his hustle, right?
So he's going to be Daredevil. Yes. Yes, that's exactly it.
I can't believe he's... Well, that's a shame. I'd be curious as to.
I mean, when you build your entire arsenal based off prototype tech that probably cost, like, every grappling hook cartridge in that thing probably cost them like $500 just to
They're
fire.
all disposable.
They're all disposable. Like, I can only imagine, like, now that he doesn't have infinite wallet, like, how much he's gonna go back to, like, grassroots Batman, which is actually a pretty cool story. Like, to see him, like, be year one, like, no money Batman. Like, you want to keep fighting crime? Fighting crime costs money.
So we're gonna have to see him walk up 4 flights of stairs before he beats up a poor person who's stealing money for food.
I can't afford it. I'm coming for you.
I used to love Batman, but then I got older and realized I don't love Batman. Hold up a second. Waste not, want not.
Right. Hey, give that back. I hit you in the head with it.
Oh, that's amazing. That's good. Maybe he won't crash as many Batmobiles, right? He'll be more
Wonderful.
careful with this.
So, without the money, you'll be under far less scrutiny, and you'll be able to continue operating Batman, but it will have to be a learner Batman. No more rocket ships or satellites or sophisticated AI drones that know how you're going to get punched before you do. You won't be able to print off high-tech Batmobiles off an industry printer beneath Bruce Wayne Enterprises.
Oh my
If
gosh.
you break a car, you'll need to fix it yourself.
Oh my gosh.
That's a pretty cool story arc to kind of throw Batman into.
I mean, it falls apart though, right? Because he can't hide his identity anymore, right? He can't be Batman anymore if he doesn't have all this high tech support, right? I mean, what does he do with the Bat computer?
How much drive does he have, right? Like does he have enough drive?
Bruce Wayne has unlimited drive to beat the crap out of some muggers.
right, exactly. So like,
he just says no problem, Peter. This is an There you go. All right, that kills the segment. Well done, Alexander Owen, for Joke of the Night.
I'm all for investing into Batcoin.
Someone else brought that up there. Yep, same person, Alexander.
Yeah.
Owen, that's
Bat
so
magnet to collect all his weapons, just like.
No, he just makes Robin do it, right? That's what the answer.
It's unpaid.
Robin, go get my stuff. I'm gonna beat the crap out of this guy.
God. So now he's going to be beating up villains and also stealing a little bit of coin off of them. It's like, you stole this, right? Like, no, that's my wallet. You stole it. Gotta fund the justice. He's going to open up an Indiegogo. Batman's going to have an Indiegogo up.
Oh, dude, he's going to have to charge commission important for every on-site visit, right? Every time he turns on that light. It's going to be like, oh, there's a personal visit fee, an in-house visit fee.
Oh, man.
Good luck to you, Bruce Wayne. It always makes me sad when a billionaire is turned into a millionaire and can't pursue.
Oh man,
I'm sure he'll be fine.
I'm sure he will be delighted.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And again, if you're still watching us, you should be watching AOC tonight.
Yes.
Right now, play Among Us. Like
I just feel like there's still a large part of me that's still troll like. How would you not just vent AOC every time in this game? Every time you join the game, it's like, all right, we need to figure out who's AOC and push her out the airlock. How would you not anyone know if this batsuit is Triclino?
So does Alfred quit because he can't be like? He's like, you're not paying me anymore, Master Bruce?
I assume he still gets paid, right? That's like I said, billionaire to millionaire, right?
Yeah, right.
Worst job in the world right now, moderator. AOC stream tonight. I can't imagine.
Or the best job in the world? I don't know. Like you get to like. All right.
I like AOC probably gives her moderators the free reign to do that sort of stuff.
Oh, carte
right?
blanche. Oh yeah,
you gotta squash a troll before they get their roots in there, right?
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen her do it on Twitter. Like she doesn't play. I love it. She's just like smacks him back. I love it.
That's some Lex Luthor thing right here. I find it hilariously ironic that Jeff Bezos gets half the money every time someone donates to a Democratic Socialist. Yes, and that's subscribe, right? That's the sort of subscribe function that she gets. Yeah. So yeah, it makes sense.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my God. Yes, that's right. Because Twitch is owned by Amazon. Lovely.
Yep.
God, we live in a strange time.
Yep.
So in
And you could, I mean, for the record, you could be a democratic socialist, but also be a capitalist, right? Democratic socialism is a system of government, not necessarily an economic system, right? So you could be both. You can make money as a democratic socialist. Look at Bernie fucking Sanders, right? Let's be honest here. You could be a democratic socialist and still make money.
right. So in some
Or
sad
IKEA.
news, but I got to bring it up because it's geek
Oh,
news.
no.
And I got to bring it up. I can't not bring it up. And let me just make sure that it's nice and full the screen, whatnot. Mr. The awesome and
Jeff
lovable
Bridges,
Jeff
yeah.
Bridges. So he announced yesterday on Twitter at 7 p.m. and in the best Jeff Bridges way, as the dude would say, new shit has come to light.
Yeah.
And he's been diagnosed with lymphoma. Although it is a serious disease, I feel fortunate that I have a great team of doctors and prognosis is good. I'll start treatment. I'll keep you posted on my recovery. Yep. So, yeah.
More power to you, Jeff. Feel better. Get that treatment.
Should he
That'll
just
be fine.
upload himself to Tron? Like,
Oh man, that's the first thing I would do. I would leave this meat shell behind so fast and upload. It'd be me and Jeff Bridges, and I'd be like, Jeff Bridges, I want to talk about Tron Legacy for about the next 200 years. Let's talk about this film.
Oh
I
god.
have a lot of questions, a lot of opinion.
Tron 2 is not on 4K, and I need that. I need it now.
There's a movie that should be in 4K. It should be
Yeah,
that one, right?
Tron Legacy is not in 4K.
I bet it's gonna look.
Oh.
I bet it's gonna look amazing on your.
Yeah, that's the one.
OLED.
OLED TV. Oh,
OLED TV. Yeah. Oh, and thank you, Vagabond Correction. You can't donate or subscribe to AOC.
Oh, there you go. Thanks for that fact check.
Very nice.
For sure.
Very, very nice.
You in the Bronx?
1 second.
No,
I'll be right back.
You're good. You're good. Wow. Well, I'll bring it into myself. Bring it myself. Just let him deal. Let him deal. So, wow. It's just you and me. Yes. So that is definitely happening. Yeah, blue and yellow glow sticks in 4K for sure. Yeah, it's gonna have a go ahead with the Jared Leto thing. I'm excited to have
back.
FY.
Tron. I mean, like, I'm not gonna hold out for Tron 3 until it actually hits my screen. Okay, Alexander. I know you and I are big fans, but like Tron 3 is not gonna happen unless we actually.
Daniel,
don't get hyped.
I think it was filmed mostly digital. I mean it. Yeah, I think Tron 2 was definitely Legacy was definitely mostly digital. It was shot right at the crest of like Blu-ray where we're really going high def, so they definitely shot digital. They just need to port it over.
I mean, there was 3D glasses.
Yeah, there was a 3D version of it. That was one of the first like mind-blowing moments is watching that at a demo station in 3D on a like crispy TV, and I remember seeing that. It was amazing. So all I want is that version, like in
Totally.
OLED, like just like mind-blowing. So yeah. We have real reasons to be spectacle. I mean, Jared Leto, as much as Suicide Squad or whatever, he was amazing in Blade Runner, in the new Blade Runner. So I thought that was amazing. So I don't see why not. I mean, he seems to embrace whatever role he's in. So I can't hate on him.
Yeah, he's gonna give it his all.
Yeah.
Sure. Wow, are we just pretending 1 and 2 are good? No. They were enjoyable though. Hey, kiddo, you're gonna have to step back. You don't want to be on camera here. We're live. Thank you.
She's like, is she half asleep?
I think I might have to. Yeah, I make kids sleep walking around now. I'm gonna have to put her back to bed.
Go
That's part of the joy of the Mid-Geek crisis, right? Is that we have children that we're taking care of and all that stuff. She's here to tell me how wrong I am about Tron. I put her to bed with a Tron story every night. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna go watch Tron.
Yeah, I might do it. All right, folks. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, folks. We're gonna cut it short.
Early.
We're a little early, but that's okay. We're running out of time. Like, subscribe, share. Go catch some of that. The AOC,
Among Us game. Hit us up on the Facebooks or the Twitters.
We really need to play that. Although I'm still trying to figure out how you play that live without. If you get chosen as the killer, would everyone would see that you're the killer? So.
I don't know how it would work, but it'd be amazing. All right.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Illuminati.
Yes,
Take care.
Good night.
Be kind.